The city's holidays are like the city itself. People from 1,000 nations coming together to create something new. These days remind humanity that even when all seems lost, there is always a chance for joy. Now, as the year turns, the city celebrates with gifts and games. And Guardians unite in the spirit of competition, pushing one another to become legends. Just for a moment, there's peace, harmony, hope. This is the dawning. It is a time to honor all that humanity has built and all that it will create. And rejoice in the light.
And the dawning is here. The dawning is from December 13th to January 3rd. And we are, at the time I'm recording this, at the time I'm live streaming it, we are at the end of the first week of the dawning. Several things came in the dawning. 3 new strikes, which I have already recorded. 2 new Sparrow Racing League tracks, and the return of Sparrow Racing League in general. There is a new snowy look to the tower. And a new Vanguard Elite Strike Scoring system. There is some new armor, some new ornaments available in the Treasures of the Dawning, which you can get some of for free, but they're mainly an Eververse purchase, which is unfortunate, but the drop rates are much better than they were in the Festival of the Lost this year. I didn't buy anything. I haven't spent a single penny of real money in Destiny until the Dawning. As you can see here, I am wearing Dawning armor. I have a full set of it for my Warlock. Here's the helmet, the Crystalline Rays, which looks awesome. I love the spikes on the top there. I wish that I had one that had a roll for recovering health when you pick up an orb. But I don't decrota all that much. I don't do it with my Warlock, so it's okay. I also have the gloves, which I don't have on because I'm using my exotic gloves. But the gloves have these really cool spikes on them. And to save the time, I guess, there's the bond too. This sparkly bond here. Here are the robes, which look really nice. And this is all without any ornaments or anything that they glow like this, which I think is cool. I was kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be an ornament, but there's the crystalline boots, which have the Dawning ornament there. So you can see the bottom of the robes from this view too, and it looks really cool. And then, like I showed before, here's the Bond of Frost, which is the bond right there. And that is the full set of that gear. There is another set which is easier to get from the treasures, which are these here, the rhymed armor. It's not all that great, but I think it does look cool. I would be wearing this if I didn't have the crystalline armor, because the crystalline armor is really cool. As you can see, I put some ornaments on there. I don't have a full set of these, I don't think. And I haven't infused them all either, but see here the gloves, if they'll load. There they are. I'll actually put a ornament on them right now. I want to cycle this to blue. And there we go. Looks pretty cool. I was wearing some of this until I got the full set of the Dawning armor. 385. I can put that into my rhymed robes. Actually, which one? I have two. I got 2 of these. This one reduces arc damage and increases scout rifle ammunition. This is hand cannon ammunition and void burn. I feel like there's more void burn enemies. Oh, this one already has an ornament on it anyway. So let's delete this one. It'll give us silver dust, which is nice. And this one's already at 385, so that's fine. You can see here I already pulled it up, but you can see here this is what this one looks like with an ornament on it. It's not all that special, but it's kind of cool. It's one of the blue armor sets from the Taken King remastered. And I also have the rhymed boots, which I don't think I can actually infuse up. I can. Okay. I didn't think I had enough armor materials. So let's get the right color here. Blue, there we go. So you can see this is what this looks like. It's got kind of cool guards there. Let me see what it looks like when it turns on. There it goes. It's pretty decent. Not the best ever, but pretty decent. And I didn't get the bond. I don't know. I actually don't think there is a bond for that set. Excuse me. I was going to infuse this up, but now I definitely don't have enough armor materials, yeah. So those are the 2 sets you can get. I already previously was using some of this Hadron Gale stuff from the Archon's Forge, because I think this is really cool. I have 2 pieces of it for my Warlock. But the fact that it cost me real money to get the Dawning Armor means I'm going to be wearing the Dawning Armor for quite a while. We'll try out some other things here too, but what I want to show you first of all is when you get a full set of that armor, the actual Dawning Armor, not the one I showed you before, but you get this to match this armor. The armor I'm wearing now, the crystalline armor, is what I'm talking about. And then you also get a shader. And the shader, if I remember correctly, if you take off the shader, it should look exactly the same with the exception of my gloves. But you see, it does look the same. It's just so you can, it's a shader that works with this armor so that you can use other armor types with it. As I said, if you look at my gloves there, you might notice a slight difference. Yeah, just a little color there, since these aren't color matched to the other ones. But with this shader they are. And that also means that you can put on other shaders and it will change the look of the armor. And there are some pretty cool looking ones. After the Dawning is over, I probably am going to use a different shader. But I'm using this right now for the Dawning just because it's new. But you can see that this armor, because of the glowing parts and the shiny parts, it looks really good with a lot of different shaders. I'm just going through the ones that I have right now on my character because these are my favorite ones for my Warlock. Not specifically for this set of armor, but just the ones that I use most often. This is insanely bright. I used to carry Shadow White on my Warlock, but I think this Stolen Chalice one looks even better. And I think this is probably what I'm going to use with this armor, because this looks awesome. I love that. Super Black from the Festival of the Lost also looks awesome. The black with that gold looks amazing, too. So Ethereal Bloom, which is... There's a couple pieces of Warlock armor that I like this with. It doesn't look all that great with this, just because the yellow blends in with the yellow glowing areas. And then Knight Errant from I think this is the Iron Banner one. And it looks pretty decent with those two. I can go check out a few other ones, but the main focus, that was the main focus I wanted to show you guys. What's in my Postmaster here? Let's see. Oh, just random junk. I guess let's pick this up if I have room for it all. Yeah. So those strikes got me a lot of gear to infuse up, which is nice. Because I did those 3 strikes, I'm now going to get a new quest up from Zavala, because he gave me a quest to actually try those out. I don't remember what this one actually was. Was it the Nightfall one? No, it was just a completion and a skeleton key. So Zavala has new bounties, which are for... These are how you can possibly get Icebreaker. If I remember right, it's these. It's either these or it's this. I think it might be this. And this is to complete a weekly elite bounty, and it's not the only step. This is just the first step. And you guys can see I haven't done any SRL with this character either. I've done it all my Hunter. And I think when I do our SRL, I'm going to switch to my Hunter too. You can see the record book that's new for this, the competitive spirit book. And there are several things in here. You can get an emblem to start off. You can get some ornaments for the SRL gear. There's a shader called Hoarfrost, which is pretty similar, actually, to this shader that comes with that armor to start off. There's a Amanda's tag to open a box up on the top, which I'll show you where those were. There's a good game emote. It doesn't cost real money like the emotes normally do. There's Zer's tag, which I haven't earned yet. There is the EV31 Nightbird, which is a really cool Sparrow. That was previously not available. Saladin's tag, Dawn's Return shader, which is also really nice. I think it's not all that great with this armor, but it's good. And then this emblem, which I would like to get, but I believe in order to get this emblem and rank 11, you're going to need to complete everything in this book. So the first one, I should be able to do this one. I've done all these 4 in Sparrow Racing. I just finished this one today. All I have to do now is complete more Sparrow races, land more tricks. This one is probably the most difficult, is just to defeat enemies in Sparrow races, because it's not the easiest thing to hit them always. And this is the Vanguard Elite ones, which are the ones I really need to focus on. I haven't been doing much of this. This is for a heroic strike. See my high score that I got there. You just have to beat 40,000 in the strike scoring. I might show you guys that. It's just that they're not new strikes. I mean, there are the new strikes are in there, but it is the only thing that's different about the strike scoring is that you're getting score for stuff. There's the Nightfall one, which I haven't tried the Nightfall yet since the update came out. This is just every time you play one, you get more and more score, and you need to get 500,000 score overall during this event. There's the Vanguard Elite bounties, which I completed one of, and it didn't put one in here, so maybe it's different. I don't know what the deal is with that. Completion medals, super medals, killing spree medals, and the rainbow medals. These are interesting. You have to get a killing spree with your primary, a killing spree with your special, and a killing spree with your heavy. You don't have any time limit on them. You do have time limits for the individual sprees. You get 3 kills with a primary, 3 kills with a special, 3 kills with a heavy, in that order or in a different order. You just have to get a spree and then one of the 2 other sprees without repeating the spree you already got, and get all 3 that way. And dying will reset it, or getting a spree that you've already gotten will also reset it. So I'm working on that. They redesigned the Queen's bounties and added new ones, which is also awesome. And inventory here, I don't know if there's anything to show, except for you can see that I have $14 worth of silver sitting in my account, which is a little bit embarrassing that I've spent that much money on this armor, but I do think that it's definitely worth it because it's really cool. Let's see, 390. Is there anything here that I want to actually infuse up? I don't have enough armor part materials to do that, but see here, I love the way this armor looks. I think it looks awesome, and the shader that comes with it is awesome too. I am going to get into some SRL here in a bit after I finish up what I have to do in the tower. I want to show all 4 maps. I don't know if that will happen, but
you won't be disappointed.
It depends on what maps are randomly chosen.
I'll be sorry to see that one go.
Alright, let's see what these legendaries dropped at. 385. Okay, I don't really need that all that much. Oh, I can infuse up this, though. Like I said, I don't have enough armor materials right now, so I need to get some of those. A 385 ornament. Not ornament, what am I saying? Artifact. 385, 385. I want to get rid of the 365s, but it looks like, yeah, these are the ones I got from the Cryptarch. I don't care about the 365 ones, now that I'm up to this light level. But I do want to hang on to the 385s. So let's go and, really quick before we head out, let's go buy some more armor materials from the gunsmith here. Just spam it. I don't have very much glimmer again because I've been upgrading all this new armor. But this is where the presents are, by the way. There will be a bunch of presents in the front here where I'm walking every day in the dawning. There's one in the front at the very first for your character, and there's a little quest associated with it. In the back, this is what you need Amanda's tag to open, which I've already done. The next one is Zur's tag, which starts the quest for Nova Mortis, I believe, or Abaddon. I think it's Nova Mortis first. Those are the new machine guns that are based off of Thunderlord, and then this is Saladin's tag. I'm going to go ahead and infuse this. I do think this looks cool. Maybe I'll use it at some point, but let's see, 385, 385. I don't really need this then. I'll keep it though, because I need to, once I get some more exotic shards from Zur, I need to do that. I don't know why I'm infusing up my Wolves for Bond. I don't really use it anymore, but it's still a cool bond, so I'm going to do that. What should I put my other one into? I don't really care much for the Iron Saga bond. I like Scory's Iron Bond. And I also like the bond of the Queen's Guard, so I think this looks pretty sweet. If it'll load up for me, yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, I didn't unlock this. I didn't want to delete it by accident, so I locked some of them. Okay. Do I want to? Yeah, I'll infuse this up. I mean, I will. I just have to go get some more weapon parts. My gosh. I wish the weapon materials and stuff like that would you could leave them in the vault and upgrade stuff without having to pull them out. So you could like share them between characters without having to always move them around. That'd be really nice. That's the next item on my wish list for Destiny. Now that green engrams actually automatically dismantle, which is awesome. Hey, I'm 385. Nice. Okay. I should level this up and use it when I'm in the Crucible, because it's the one I have that does more in the Crucible, but I don't actually have that unlocked yet. So let's see here. I want to level up the Hopscotch Pilgrim because this gun is awesome. I need more weapon parts. Gosh dang it. I'm always buying weapon parts and armor materials. Always. And it's so annoying. I wish more of them would drop in engrams. And Distant Star, should I upgrade? Or I don't care much about the Unbent Tree. Yeah, let's upgrade the Distant Star here. I also want to upgrade my Tlock, because I used to love this gun all the time, and I never use it anymore. Okay, so now that's taken care of. There are some things I want to show you before we leave, though. First, I mean, you can kind of see the tower as I walk around here. I'm not going to give you a full tour. There is a new Silver Dust store here. They moved all the stuff from Silver Dust out of away from it's various places. Like Xur sold the ornaments, and now they're here instead of in Xur. Xur doesn't sell them anymore. And Eververse sold some of this stuff for Silver Dust and now doesn't. And you can also get the shaders in here that are from before. From the last SRL. The new ones you can't. And of course Gallowing's here too. You can see from Eververse here. I'll show you some of the emotes, I guess.
For you, hero.
See, this is what the Tears of the Dawning have in them. See, this is the armor that I've shown you guys, and there's no bond for it. This stuff is possible, and it will. So, basically, you're guaranteed one. So you're gonna get one of these pieces of armor, or a Sparrow, or one of these ornaments. And you could possibly also get one of these pieces of armor, but usually you just end up getting like a Sparrow horn or some chroma, which sucks. These things too, the Snow Dragon, the Fellwinter Souvenir, which I don't care about. But there's the new ornaments. There's Dune Maker and Nano Chance, both for the new Icebreaker. There's Ragabone and Cold Between Stars for the Black Spindle. There is Sequel and Addendum for the Last Word. There's Rose of Acid and Rose of Corruption for Thorn, and White Witch and Steel Witch for Red Death. And I have several of those, and I can show you guys those. I'm going to show you these new Sparrows. I have this one, the E44 Firefly, which is really sweet. I have the Bitfire, which is also sweet. EV45 Bitfire. See, I didn't get this one, the Bitstorm. This one's really cool. This would have been great for my Warlock. Of course, it is the old style of look. I got this one. I might put it on my Titan. I don't know, the gold one. It's not all that impressive, in my opinion. There's the Phantasm. EV49 Phantasm. Normal. Boring. The Mirage. Normal. Boring. They're just SRL Sparrows, but the Sunstroke. Boring. And the Lava Bird. Also boring. Oh, that one looks kind of cool, I guess. The Prismatica is awesome. But, again, it's that old style Sparrow, which is disappointing. I guess I should show you the horns too before I leave, huh? Remix horn. Don't really care. Campfire horn. It's alright. I have that one. Whistle horn. Don't really care for it. Dramatic horn. This one's pretty cool. Just scare the crap out of someone. Although it's not as loud as I was hoping it would be. Bellow horn. Eh. Frame horn. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I'd use it, but it's kind of cool. I have that one. House horn. I like this one. It's the fallen alarm that you hear in like the Prison of Elders and stuff. That one's kind of weird. Bell horn. It's the bell from the from Fellwinter Peak. This one, don't care. Noisy horn, really boring. Sparkle horn. This one goes really good with this Sparrow and all that gear, but It's kind of interesting to me they didn't. I mean, they did put him in the Treasure of the Dawning, but I feel like it should be one of the things that is here. That you get, these two that you get for having a complete set of the Dawning armor. But anyway, we'll move on here. I'm going to show you Eva Levante, because she's doing a lot of stuff for this event. The holiday kiosk here has some of the new stuff. Before it was just masks from Festival of the Lost. You can see now it has this stuff from year 2, sorry. This armor that's terrible because it doesn't change color with shaders, which is really stupid. The momentum stuff, which you can't get anymore unless you happen to have gotten it from the record book. That was $10, ridiculous, from last SRL. Which also doesn't change colors with shaders, which is really disappointing. The cool thing about this that I will say, though, is when you put on a full set of it, it lights up. You can see these little dots here. If our Warlock won't move his arm. This dot and this dot. And there's dots on the rest of the armor, too, and they'll glow the SRL colors. They'll like, blink the SRL colors, which is pretty cool. This bond, when you first get it, I believe... Yeah, see, it doesn't even light up anymore. But it'll light up in a bird color based on... what color chroma you put on it, which I would do blue for my Warlock. The year 3 armor is interesting because it has available all the 3 kinds in one. The bright helmet, which just changes colors, it's not all that great, and the Jade Rabbit piece, which changes the color of the front there. I don't know if you can see that right there. Really, really boring. Like the ornaments are so lame for this gear. See what else I can show you here. There's emblems. There are new emblems. Here's the one that I showed you before in the record book. And then these are the new SRL ones. I have some of these. You can see Marcia's Momentum, Blessing of Momentum, Mercy of Motion, and Crest of Velocity. And all of these are for SRL maps. The specific maps, I mean. And then, here we go, Holiday right here, Swords of Dawn, which you can get from the Crucible. I kind of think this would be cool to pick up, Rising Light, because this is from last year's. They didn't have the Dawning, but they had that instead. New shaders, there are some, and they're pretty cool. I can go through with you their SRL ones. These are the ones from last year. Shimmer was really, everyone really wanted it. It's pretty cool. It's not the best ever, but it is really cool. Right, Laurel. This just to show you the shaders, but also to show you what they look like with this awesome armor. Phosphor, which is really bright. I actually have that one. I could put it on, but it's fine. Crocus, Midnight Lumos, which I'm not a huge fan of. Momentum's Pride is the one that you got from the book that cost $10. It was kind of ridiculous. Azura, which I have, right? Yeah. And Hallow, which I also have. I got this year. I think this looks pretty cool. I feel like it should have come with the Halloween event, but whatever. And these are the new ones. Candy Apple, which looks a lot like the God of War shader. For comparison, this is the God of War shader, which I just got today, actually. It came out in the original Destiny, and I still haven't gotten it until just today. Midas, which is all gold to match that gold Sparrow. There is Oasis, which comes with the first rank up in the SRL record book. It's alright. Solarize. Again, it's alright. Magma, which is pretty cool. Not with this armor, it doesn't look all that great, I guess, but it's pretty cool with the rest of them. It matches that Magma shader. I mean, Sparrow, I mean. And Ghast, which is for, which is alright. It comes with, it's for completing the Class S license, so the last part of the SRL there. You can see the different shaders here. White Tiger's the one you can get from completing Zavala's quest. The one that can give you Icebreaker. I've already shown you these other ones. So yeah, it's pretty cool. If you guys are curious, this is what it looks like with the raid shaders. This is the one from the heroic raid. This awesome shader. And the armor looks pretty cool with that. This is one from the regular raid. It looks pretty cool with that too. Yeah, that's basically it there. I will show you what Eva Levante has now. Actually, she doesn't have anything special. I don't know why I showed you that. I was thinking that it's just she has new quests. She doesn't actually sell anything new. You can buy the chroma from her, but that was like that before too. There's some cool shaders available. You can get Barrier Ethos, which is one of my favorite ones from the new vendor ones from Rise of Iron. And Stolen Chalice, which is pretty cool. I showed you this before already. It's like the darker version of Shadow White.
Good luck, Guardian.
So that's what you can get from Eva. If you head over to the other side of the tower, it has a very much of a SRL theme to it, and I think it looks cool. I don't know if it's any different than it was last year. Actually, on the way over there, it just reminded me. Come on, sprint. Sprint cooldown is ridiculous to have in the tower. Come on. There are these they advertised. You can pick up these orbs, these lanterns, and walk around with them. It does slow you down, but you can walk around with them. And I don't know, did they have the little traveler's damage marks on them or not? I don't know if they do or not. I don't know. But you walk around with them basically, and then when you want to, you press Y to drop it, and it'll float up. You can't pick it back up once you let go of it. But there you go. So as you can see from the SRL steps here, this is the SRL side of the tower. This SRL stuff was here last year. Like I said, I don't know if there's anything actually different about the SRL decorations from last year. I don't know if I got it on video. I don't think I did, so I wouldn't be able to go back and look unless I looked at someone else's video. But we'll head here into the hangar, and I'll mute my mic for a second because I have to cough. Alright, so then you can come up here to Amanda Holiday and get all your SRL stuff.
What do you need this
She sells SRL bounties. She has, at rank 3 with SRL, you get a free helmet at 370 light, and at rank 5 you get a free Treasures of the Dawning, which is nice. So I will start doing SRL with my Warlock once I complete both rank 5 on my Hunter and this quest, Sparrow Racing, which I'm almost at the end of. So now we're going to go to